What's up, Orland family? This is Counselor Briggs coming back at you. Unfortunately, I was not able to get logged into my meeting, but yeah, that was kind of awkward trying to get in there. Anyway, so I'm coming back for the second part of this video and about stressful day to-do list from Youth Mental Health of Canada, website down below here. Alright, so we left off with wearing something comfy, moving down to remember you're small. So, this point is kind of an interesting point that I'd like to kind of take a moment to talk about. When thinking about the grand scheme of things in the world, remember, with a world population in the billions, we are each just one person. Although, in our own little worlds, we're number one, or we're at least pretty high up on the list. It's important to remember that there are others out there, that in the grand scheme of things, it's not necessarily the end of the world if we can't go outside and play, kind of a thing, or we can't go to school. It's not the end of the world. Kind of adapt and overcome to whatever the situation is. All right, next one, compliment yourself. So negative thoughts, this kind of goes with the trash negative thoughts. Compliment yourself on things that you've done, things that you can do, things that you're planning on doing. Compliment the way that you look, the skills that you have. As awkward as a lot of people get when somebody says, wow, you're really good at this or that, it is awkward, I'm not gonna lie. For me personally, I play electric bass is my main thing. I actually went to college for it, and my skills have degraded because I haven't played a lot lately. But I was really good at it. I always hated when somebody would come up to me and tell me, "Wow, you're really good at that. I really like how you play and whatnot. You do a really good job." I'd get calls to do gigs all over the place. I never liked those compliments, but it was definitely a self-esteem booster, whether I liked the compliments or not. So I would recommend that you compliment yourself on anything that you can think of. It's something that you do well and whatnot. So the next thing on here is don't overbook. Okay, how many times have we been out on like Christmas break or something like that, or over summer, and we're like, okay, so I'm gonna meet so and so for lunch this day, dinner that day, I'm gonna do this chore, I'm gonna do that task, I'm gonna go to this place, I'm gonna do those things, whatever those are, and you end up running around not having any downtime during your what's supposed to be a break, a vacation, or some downtime. Don't overcrowd yourself or your day. It makes it difficult to take time out. It makes it difficult to call up a friend, write about how you feel, celebrate what's working. It makes it difficult to do those things. I would kind of say that actually ties into skipping forward one to slow down. One of my mentors in the past, his name was Roland. He's no longer with us, but one of his big things that he really stressed to me and it was something that I really took to heart was the phrase "stop and smell the roses." I'm sure that you all have heard that before. However, that's something that we don't do very often anymore. We overbook ourselves, we make ourselves way too busy. Slowing down gives you a chance to breathe. It helps to prevent your mind from overloading and your emotions from overloading. It gives you a chance to kind of process what's going on, appreciate the beauty around you, which kind of goes with look at pretty art, although that's same but different kind of a thing. It gives you a chance to process things. It gives you a chance to rest, so taking time out and whatnot. It also gives you a chance to consider how lucky you are, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so one of the things that this list or this graphic also points out or lists is listen to happy tunes. In case you don't know what tunes are, same word or same thing as music. So I'm sure that we all on our phones or Pandora, YouTube, Spotify, whatever it is that you use, we all have different types of music for different moods. I definitely have my music that is on the little bit more negative side, a little bit more darker and brooding, uh, that I like. We all have different tastes in music. We have different music for different moods and different things along those lines. I would encourage you, when you're having a stressful day or you're having a bad day, don't necessarily put on the music that reinforces those feelings and those thoughts. Maybe listen to some music. If you're going to listen to some music that is uplifting and beneficial and helps to generally improve your mood. Kind of like how a lot of times, let's say for example, you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and a lot of times people will say, "Well, this was our song," so you listen to y'all's song over and over again, or a lot of sad, downer, brooding music. It's habit. It happens. I've done it. My wife's done it. My parents have done it. I'm sure that your parents have done it. Your grandparents. We've all done it before. But I would encourage you, when you are stressed, to not necessarily listen to stressful music. Listen to something a little bit more uplifting or positive, or at least even something in the neutral. Kind of not necessarily happy, but not necessarily sad or upsetting. One person or I would recommend listening to is a guy by the name of Claude Debussy. I'm going to try to spell it here. Claud Debussy. He's a composer. He's a French composer from back a long time ago. A lot of his music, you probably have heard some of his music before. Actually, I can guarantee you've heard his music before. Let's see. Please, no ad. There's an ad. Hang on. That's obviously not Claude Debussy, but he's playing one of his pieces. Anyway, Clair de Lune is one of his Claude Debussy's more famous pieces. So I would encourage you guys to maybe listen to something along the classical lines to help kind of calm you down. There's all kinds of different artists that you can listen to. I'd recommend, when you are stressed, to listen to something to help kind of calm you down. One of the benefits of listening to classical music is, and that's kind of one of the little known facts, is a lot of times most classical music, or at least this is technically impressionistic period music. However, older music, like classical music, is written in a timing that goes along with your that's at a heartbeat rhythm. And so if you are stressed or your heart rate's elevated, things are a little bit on the more negative side, listening to classical music will help you to slow your heart rate down, which helps you to think a little bit slower and more clearly, and can definitely be very beneficial. So listen to happy tunes. Another thing is, I would consider how lucky you are, even if your circumstances are not the greatest. In a lot of situations, and I don't want to necessarily just throw this out there, but it could always be worse. Although that phrase never really benefits somebody. If you get in a car wreck, it's like, well, it could be worse. You could be seriously injured. Well, yeah, technically you could seriously be injured, but I was still in a car wreck. That still sucks. So I'd recommend that at least look at how lucky you are. Things could be worse off, but be thankful for the things that are going well and the things that are positive and good in your life. All right, the last thing, and then I'm going to sign off on this video, is be your own cheerleader. Encourage yourself. Cheer for yourself when you do something well. The other night I was working on playing, was it last night or the night before? I was trying to play Dream On by Aerosmith on my bass. And like I said, I haven't played bass in a couple of years. So trying to jump into a song like that, it was a little bit of a challenge. But when I did get it, I was pretty excited about it. I was happy. I was like, all right, small victory, yeehaw. So be your own cheerleader. When you do something or you think about something, you accomplish something, celebrate those things. So that kind of goes along with celebrate what's working, be your own cheerleader, and and compliment yourself. So it kind of goes along those lines. All right, all. So this wraps up this 2-video series, I guess. So remember, during a stressful day, call up a friend, tell someone you love them, write about how you feel, celebrate what's working, eat something healthy, find a dog, take a time out, go outside, look at pretty art, trash negative thoughts, drink warm tea or coffee if you like coffee better. Remember how far you've come, wear something comfy. Remember you're small, compliment yourself, don't overbook, listen to happy tunes, be your own cheerleader, slow down, and consider how lucky you are. All right, all. I'll post this up here for today, Wednesday. I may post another one today. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how things are going. All right, all. Have a good one. Remember, shoot me an email if you have any questions or a topic you would like me to go over in a YouTube video. You should all have my email address. You can also feel free to comment on these videos. I'll try to keep up with the comments and be able to do a video on that. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys need help with anything or simply have a question. All right, all. Have a good one.